So, hello and welcome everyone again to another wonderful episode of Let's Play with the Developers Minecolonies Edition. My name is Raycoms and I'm one of the main developers of Minecolonies, which is this amazing little mod you can see here, which includes a large selection of structures, intelligent little workers and mobs, items, blocks and all these kinds of things. We've been building in the last few weeks a pretty big colony here, and during those videos we're continuously developing our colony and improving it, but we're also, as developers, seeing how well our mod in general is working out. So in the last episode, just before we started this video, I was actually just about to gain some experience to repair my pirate's leggings here a little bit, just before we get the next raid. So the best place to do that might be going down. I did upgrade, so we do have the rallying banner now. Just have to repair my leggings quickly, and then we can get the rallying banner really soon. And hi Mizan and hi Ingertan. Welcome back to our stream. Okay. So let's go down somewhere and mine a little bit of coal. That should solve it for us already, yes, I believe. Should be just enough to find a little bit of coal. So on the good news side, I got someone to create a bunch of nice chat icons, emojis for us. That should be done relatively soon. I saw a bunch of them already, so we're relatively soon going to upload then those emojis. So that's working out fine. Repairing our leggings a little bit more, so they don't break right away in the next update. It is actually not so useless as you think it is, because in the dynamic clay mode, the Minecolonies town hall expands a relatively big area of land. And yeah, in general, we are planning to add more use cases to the town hall. That's definitely the case. Hi Visionary, how you've been? How are you doing? Nice to have you here again today. Okay. There's some ouch dirt here. Hey, the towers claim too, but the town hall claims a relatively big area. Bigger than the towers in general. However, we have some other plans regarding the town hall, and I believe that especially when we in the future are going to add more PvP related updates, then the town hall is going to have a much bigger importance. Like, the general idea I had was that tower claimed space can be robbed, but town hall claimed space and buildings are always safe. So that would make upgrading the town, it would give you a decent reason to fight, but it would make the town hall very useful to have. What do you think about that? So it would actually be worth the money, because that's what protects your colony. Well, I'm a very visual type as well, so I do like to upgrade the town hall just to, not that I'm a visual type, but I'm kind of like one of these people who like to completionists, they call them, I think. So I love just having everything. maybe we could make it the more secure raid shelter as well. It would also be an option. But we have some other use cases planned too. Like for example, something we've discussed is having like something like servants in your colony, and then the amount of servants you can have depends on the town hall size as well. We're getting close. A little bit longer, and will have confidence that they are not going to break right the next second. I'm going to be attacked by a set of pirates. That would be a pain. It's the last pirates leggings we have in this colony. Okay. We got some more here. So, add a specialization button is something we're going to add in the future to the colonies yet. It's funny, something we had thought early on to add, but then actually never came through with it, because always other things came in front of it, basically. But it's basically that you can specialize. The idea is to specialize your colony in certain professions. Like you can have a lumberjack colony that is just like much more efficient, or not lumberjack colony, but maybe like a worker colony, and that colony is just like much better at getting resources, but much worse in getting food. And you could have like a farm-based colony that is like much better at getting food, but rather slower in getting resources. The idea is in general to just promote a little bit more player interactive things. Like then you could have one type of specialization, your friend would have another type, and you would then trade the resources and be then more efficient together, instead of each having a colony that is mediocre in either way. Could have like a colony that is much more like has much stronger guards and more resistant and resilient citizens, but as a trade-off they're a bit slower. That is definitely an option. I think that's definitely something worth thinking about. Hi Iris Jeff, how are you doing? Okay, now we're fine. So maybe mine a bit more here, but now we got enough and a bunch of coal as well. But the level should be fine now, so that this is not going to break so soon, and probably going to use it, the pirate level, to further fix it. Oh, some iron I take though. Iron is always good, especially since we spent so much with our nice tower. Okay. So now finding the way back. Yeah, it was just after experience. And hi Lexarion. So somewhere, not up here though. Does it go upwards here somewhere? No? Okay, I'm going to use the MC colony teleport. Since I don't have the home command, since it's not my colony, that's the only way I can do it. Actually, we're waiting for the website to get a little update, which is, I think, maybe in around a week, 2 weeks finished. So I would say roughly a month then. It's probably like a good idea. General setting. Okay, we have some little updates on. So Again, we're playing on some super recent version
I'll
again.
take care of it.
And as you see, all these things that were not delivered earlier, like I explained in the last video, are now finally being delivered
Yes,
to the smelter. Because earlier that wasn't done.
Yes,
because it was less than the 64, so the warehouse wouldn't deliver it. And that was fixed now, and you can see that works fine. Oh, that's nice. So, those cave routes. Let me drop off some things in the warehouse first.
Weekends again.
Yeah, weekends again. Dropping some things off. That's better. Let's see if we have another one of those souls ready there. I can't see it from here. Yeah, you do need, for ray tracing at the moment, you do need either, you need a specific mod basically. Mending, nice. So, let me then finish my little upgrades. So that was, still has Curse of Vanishing, but that's fairly useless, I would say. Good.
Highway.
Hi, Sam Adams, and hi, Strohthaler. Yeah, you're not so late. We just started 10 minutes ago, roughly.
Wait, if you are talking, I can't hear anything in Discord.
Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, yes, I forgot to actually turn on voice activation. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now it works.
Okay, great. Let me close my IDE quickly, because my computer is slowly lifting up because of the shaders. And let me... Oh, we're almost out of experience now. That's a pity. So I went mending on the boots first then, because those are the closest to breaking apart. And then feather falling. Do we have enough for Frostwalker? Yes, we do. Nice. Okay. So now we are definitely out of experience. And hi, welcome to the list of subscribers, Iris Chef. Glad to have you here. Thanks a lot for your support, definitely. Okay. Oops. I really need a slower pickaxe. Do you guys have this sometimes when you have a pickaxe that is too good and you just want to break something little, you break the entire world around it too? Always happens to me. Okay, so just a normal iron pick that is more responsible. Not breaking apart all the other things around it. So this has actually the Vikings in it, which are finally finished. Although since we're not in a taiga biome, we're not going to get a Vikings raid or a Norseman raid. It also includes some changes regarding to the pirate raids. So that will mainly be that ships can now come in random rotations. They don't always rotate at the same direction. And the ship placement should be less bulky than it used to be. So it shouldn't cause issues around it anymore. Plus, there's now loot on the ships, and it's pretty good loot in that even. So that is
Good
pretty
loot.
nice.
Oh, I have to make it more difficult, yeah?
No, it's difficult enough. I also reduced the number of spawners by 1.
What?
Although it reminded me the number of spawners is actually hard-coded, right? There's like a coded number. So I will have to set that up dynamically to the event. Fixed generated loot. Oh, you're doing a lot already, Irish Chef. Not to worry. But we always appreciate anything that helps to spread the word. So, talking about Minecolonies, telling other streamers to also stream Minecolonies, those are all amazing things to get this mod more popular. And the more popular this mod is, it helps us as well. We get more people to test it and get more supporters and all these kinds of things. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I got my GPU is relatively like okay. I think it's a 1040 laptop Titan, although my CPU is a little beast. It's a 6-core i7, the best laptop model there was when I got it. So, that's probably like a mix between of it. But I was like, that laptop already has around 2.5 years already of age. Yeah, I got an 8750HX or something like that. So that one is pretty fine. Yeah, I was actually again having lots of fun with C++ this morning. Just to notice that what I was trying to do seems to not be working with the library I was using.
Yes?
Red clay spruce shingle. Okay, I'm going to get you some of those. And that because the library doesn't seem to support multi-threading. Isn't it amazing? That was just so much fun.
No. After so much effort in getting it working, you notice it.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of the Kaizen's videos as well, and they're quite nice. And he's also one of our Patreons actually. But yes, at the beginning, like of course, us developers know more about this mod than basically anyone else. So for us, it's much easier to know the things and where to go, and that's probably also quite informative for the players, since they notice things we know and get the kind of new knowledge about the mod. Although a bunch of videos I watched, he was actually explaining a lot of things about Minecolonies. Things most often he found out just a short time ago. Oh yeah, C++ is so much fun. So much fun. I was telling my teacher, please, anything, but let me get lost of this C++. But it's because I'm doing some high performance stuff with signatures, and all the signature libraries I'm using are written in C++ because of performance reasons. Oops, that's the wrong way around. Clay spruce shingle. Okay. And wasn't it? Do I have the item with me? Here. Okay, I have to register it first. So let me take care of that. So we also have to create finally our combat banner. So let's request again. We need what is that? Bow, 4 of them. Yes, that should be fine basically. In terms of that recipe, yes. Meanwhile, I'm going to run to the builder and check what exactly she was needing. I think it was red shingles, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Was it? Red clay spruce shingles, yes. So I gotta get some...
resource scroll?
Yeah, I had to re-register my resource scroll.
Okay.
So... Gotta go to bed and sleep. So... Okay. Close down here. Done. And then we need red dye. So bring me some poppies. What? 5? Should be fine. And hi John, how are you doing? I think languages always depend a lot on what you're going to do with it. Like I have like the philosophy to pick the right language for the right problem. And I think if you have like a project that you want to be easily maintainable, C++ is probably the wrong choice, because that often is not so easy to design in a maintainable way. However, if you have something where it's like has to be extremely high speed, you should probably consider making it C++. So we need guard towers and exactly 2 of them. Okay. We need 3 bows. Let me just make a little bit of space. And 2 iron swords. Oops, I dropped my iron. So we got 1, 2 bows, and the third one must be somewhere around here. 3. And 3 iron swords. 1, 2, 3. And then it was something around, I think those in the top, those on the bottom, the banner. No? Okay, other way around. And we got our banner back. I hope Chia is seeing this. See? I got your banner back.
I think it's working this time.
Let's hope it's working this time. So. Okay, now I need some more poppies. Here we are. So you can craft them to some red dye. I actually do like C++ itself. But just I don't like C++. Because C is very relatively simple language, not simple language, but it has like a limited functionality, and thus the moment you understood the pointer somewhat, it's not so difficult anymore. However, C++ has all the hacky stuff around it. Yeah, as a game developer, for example, it's mostly C++. There's barely a way around it. So now we gotta run around and register it with especially the barracks.
Ah, yes.
I can hear the sound of someone getting healed there right now. Let's register it quickly. So that before the 1, 2, 3. Oh, I rallied them on accident. 4. So I think that might not be intentional, but if you right-click it, you might just rally the guards not on purpose. How do I unrally them? Yes, dismissed. Great. Oh yeah, we have no idea what kind of Java code I already saw. That it was like, what the hell is this person trying to do? I think if you want to write bad code, you can't do that in every language very well.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Oh, what are they doing? Did you
Lol.
destroy
Yeah, I was wondering too.
At the moment we arrived here, they kind of dispersed, and they're like, "Oh, the
Yeah,
humans are watching us."
Yes, some weights missing. Maybe it's because of that.
Yeah. Um. So I was actually exactly. It's trading 10,000, 1,000 lines of code for 5 milliseconds of runtime. That's exactly it. I mean, you can always write if you really want something really unreadable, you can always write it in one of these synthetic languages like Shakespeare or Arnold Sharp. This Arnold Schwarzenegger language, which is, by the way, absolutely epic. Where you write the language in Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. So. If you go for all these old, really low-level languages, I think it's like a challenge to find the one that it's the least worst. Nowadays, languages give much more utility to the developers. Like one of the main things I was complaining about C++ is library management, where you have in languages like JavaScript, Ruby, and Python, like amazing setups for library management, and in C++ this is still very manual, and that's why it's a huge pain. Are we researching Taunt now? Nice. How many do we have running right now? 2. So we can research more again, I guess. What do you want to research? Do we have? No, we do not have the library on level 2 yet. Though we're going to have that relatively soon, so I'm going to wait for that. And the other barracks has no one assigned to it yet, so it's not worth rallying those yet. I think the other barracks are empty.
I think just 3 guards or so.
Oops. 3 guards, and we're going to let them hang out in the colony instead.
Yeah, it's not much.
Not worth it, I would say.
Yeah, and you don't want to take all along anyways.
Yeah, eventually there will be, but like when we face the threat, we actually do not want to take all of them with us, because maybe some of the pirates or barbarians are going to enter the colony. So we want some guards to stay behind to clean up after us. Because if we take all of them with us, that might result in bad consequences for us. Let's call it like that.
We need some to keep our colony safe from single pirates.
Yeah, exactly. From some leftover pirates or something like this.
Yeah.
I think we can start assigning people to the combat academy again too.
If we do have extra people.
I think now we're like, from now on, the extra people we're getting. I think we have. Let me check if we have a miner again. Not like he or she is going to last long, but maybe. There's a first for everything, right?
We need some research. Miner is immune against lava.
I can help you with that.
But it's mostly, I think, the problem is not the lava.
I can help you with that.
The main
Last
problem.
2 times he died of fire.
Ah, really? I didn't know that. See?
Yeah.
So, but no, this time it's different because we got Alice now.
Okay.
Yes,
Alice
my lord.
doesn't die.
And now Alice is professional in going down rabbit holes. There's no way she can die. I think a set path is more efficient for the guards in your colony, definitely. And hi, Captain Salt. How are you? What you've been up to? I do want to set up a guard for this guard tower that walks on this bridge here, though. Do we have? Yes. Riley, okay.
Yeah.
So Riley, I'm going to give you a nice path. It's going to be patrol positions. And you're going to have the nice task of patrolling out here. And hopefully you're not going to find any aliens. I know that was Ridley, right? Not Riley. I was confusing the two. And then on the other side, we go back. Yeah, maybe that would actually be a decent research to have like fireproof boots or something like that for the miner. I think that would be neat. That's actually a good idea. I'm going to write that on my list again. That is a relatively easy research to add, actually. A miner fireproof boots. So that the miner then dies less often. At the moment, it's a little bit too often for my taste.
Yeah.
Oh, a weekend. What is a weekend? Is this Saturday Sunday thing where more people are in the supermarkets?
Yeah.
I always wonder how people have so much time on those days. Don't they have to work? Like like all the other
it's
PhD
weird.
students also have to?
Don't they have some motto code or something?
Exactly. Don't they have like on the other note, we reached 5,000 Discord members today, so yay, another milestone we reached. And we're really close to 10 million downloads on Curse. So a lot of firsts this month for us. Oops. And our guard started patrolling. Nice. And I jump down here. Actually, the miner should pick up ores even within outside of the 3x3 shaft. It should take all the walls in the 5x5 design, actually. Or do you mean outside of the 5x5 design as well? A stream bot with Discord comments? What is that for? What does it do? I'm really new to this entire streaming business, so I appreciate tips and tricks and suggestions. So if you have anything you think our stream is missing, we would need additionally, or something that would make you subscribe, then please tell us. And hi Shirley. Yes, the emotes we have in production already at the moment. The miner should mine inside that area. That is coded to be so. If it's a real ore, it should be mined. Let me just check our shaft, because as far as I saw, there are no places for that. Let me check. Oops. One too deep. Here. Okay, there is... It's funny. Here he got the iron ore. Okay, there's a lot of ore here in the walls. That is not... That's weird. He mined one, but not the other two. Okay, I'm definitely going to put this on my list for the weekend. That is not intentional. That is actually a bug. Yeah, I'm going to add that on the weekend. That is not intentional behavior. Neither is this weird shaft design, but that is a scan issue, I believe. Because it doesn't do this for me on the development world. So but yes, I'm going to check that out on the weekend. That one should work, actually. Coming up the mines again. That used to work. I remember that that used to work. Weird that it's not working at the moment. Since when isn't this working, by the way? That's also possible, yes. Okay, so not something so recent. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to check that out, because that actually is supposed to work. Like, the miner is supposed to get the ores in the wall. So I have to deep mine. That should probably be something fairly stupid in like 1-2 lines of code or something like that. Yeah, they're supposed to mine everything that is ore in the wall. That's basically everything that is in the wall is supposed to be mined if it's an ore.
Ouch.
That's basically how it's supposed to work. What are you working? Delivery man level 2. Nice. I thought we do have a notification for that already though. No, they will just go, they don't follow a vein. Because that would be actually a lot additional code to add. But they do mine out everything in the wall. Veins they don't do, unfortunately. Jennifer seems to be fine as well. Let's check out how she's doing. Okay, guard tower level 5 and has everything she needs. Amazing. Hi Sonia, how are you doing? Did I really? Oh, I linked my dashboard. Amazing. I'm so talented.
Yeah, I put the wired link below.
Oh, yeah. Did I do this on Discord too? No.
Yeah.
Yes? Amazing. Okay, I did it. I edited it.
Did.
Didn't it. Na 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 na. So. Okay. So one builder is going. Let's see how on the other side of our colony the things are actually behaving right now. That is namely our lumberjack and our workers around here. Okay. So lumberjack seems to be doing fine. Let's check out our cowboy here. So. Yeah, we do not have a cowboy at the moment. Okay, I guess we need a new cowboy worker then with the next upcoming citizen. Like I said, vein mining is not as easy to code because that would be a bunch of additional code to add actually. And before that I would want to add some other things actually. Hey, no sleep. So
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
see. So that created a bunch of ingots that were not yet picked up, it seems, though. Let's see if we have a pickup request by a delivery man for that, actually. Yeah. I do have a rainy day list. For so many rainy days, I would have to move to Britain to finish that in the next decade. Oh no, there's no time for raids. That is absolutely unnecessary. Definitely. So, okay. Ow. No. Here. So I'm going to pick up those. There's request pickup. Ah, request pickup now. Okay. But it seems the smelter... I'm actually unsure. Maybe the smelter is like one of these workers that has extra dump code. I could even imagine that. I'm going to write this on my list. As always, this is on my list now. And will eventually...
How many lines does your list have?
Let's say, I would say my list is so long that if I had a PhD student assigned to it, he would say, have pity with me, this is too much. Come, soul. Okay. Isn't
What are you
this...
doing here? Fishing sand?
Is this the wrong? No. I'm trying to get the soul.
Do you have the
I have the Book of
fishing rod in
Disenchantment here.
your offhand?
That worked.
See? You have
Thanks,
to click
Captain.
with the book.
And we got another fishing rod here. We got so many fishing rods, I'm going to throw them in the water and hope they disappear.
Yeah.
There's a problem. There seems to be a problem with the overlay loading sound alerts on the top of the screen. What is it? I know there's the overlay thing. A loading sound alerts browser source. So yeah, that doesn't seem to be working, it seems, right? I did configure it. Maybe reload? Yeah, maybe I will have to... Thanks for notifying me, but I have to look into that. Yeah, like I said, we are trying to have a very realistic society, so trash is not dealt with now, it's dealt with somewhat in the future. Oops. It's dealt with sometime in the future. Maybe. And so I think it... Okay, that didn't work either, I guess. So I'm going to deactivate that and try to fix that in the future. Although, thanks for telling me about it. I'm going to check that out before the next stream, or after this stream, actually.
You could put it on your list.
Yeah, I'm going to write that on my list just to make the list even longer than it actually is. The list is almost giving me depression already. Like,
How many additional drives did you have to add to open the list even or save it?
let's say I need more than 8 gigabits of RAM to load it into local memory.
Just with text.
Yeah, but some add-ins has his own list that is big enough already. That's the problem.
Yeah. We
We
need more people with lists.
we need more developers so that I can give those developers part of my lists. Though we got some very useful and talented people lately making a bunch of pull requests.
Yeah.
Azure, no, I want these things to be done eventually, not give someone the list and have it done forever on the list. And I could give it, like, if I could give Azure a list, I could give the list to my sister as well. Like, someone has the list, great, but that doesn't mean that anything is going to change. So,
But your own list would be shorter.
my own list would be shorter.
See,
That is
it's
true.
different.
That is true.
Isn't that how politicians do their stuff?
That's actually a good point, because that's exactly the realistic thing to do. To be honest, we actually give the list of tasks. We just create smaller teams of people and give them tasks, even though they're never going to get it done. Ah, the parkour got upgraded. Let's see if we can do this. Jumpy. But that's... Ouch. I just wanted to say that's easy parkour just before falling down. Okay, this parkour is way too easy. No, it's a little bit laggy with the shaders, and that's why I fall off. Definitely not an excuse or anything like that. No, Orion also already has big enough lists for himself. And Orion's list is much bigger than anyone's list. That one I'm sure. On level 5 we're going to have a big one. A big parkour. That one I'm going to do completely, I promise. So, did the library finish already? Else, because if the library, I know I was just up there, but let me just go up there again, just to check the level of the library, if it was actually finished by the builder. Or if it's still... Actually, I don't have to go up for that. I can check in the town hall for that, if it is still in the build queue. Ah, you can't parkour and you made the parkour? It looks doable. It looks doable. It doesn't look difficult either. Just me derping around. So the library seems to be finished. So let me take my books there and upgrade the level at the university actually. Okay. But yes, Minecolonies is kinda like a lifetime project. Right? Like I said, I'm working for 5 years on this, and my list is not really getting shorter. Yay, research started. And Guard Tower 5 finished. That's nice to hear too. However, I'm getting more generally satisfied with the things. and developing new things is getting increasingly easy with the features we're adding, like the research system and these kinds of things. It's like this famous thing, like 99 bucks in the code, hunt one down, 102 bucks in the code, you know? Like you create one feature and then players are going to tell you 150 ways on how you can even build more things around that feature, and you're like, oh great, I just thought I removed one feature from the list to do and just got 10 more things now on my list. You kind of make this sound like a romantic encounter, Cap. I'm not sure this is the right way to say that. Okay. Ouch. The little bit of lag makes this so much more difficult to navigate, to be honest. So, we've done it. Even though the last one hurt a little bit. Okay. Yeah, my pride just didn't let it go. Ow. Yeah, that's probably but it's probably also because those are like independent studios. Imagine like already the AAA games, the big studios need 3-4 years to develop a game. And now those little, and they have like huge teams of developers and artists working on it. And all these small early access games, they kind of got mostly like one guy working on all of this, one guy or girl, right? Working on this. So that makes it much more difficult. Like as a developer of Minecolonies, I know how it is. If you have a huge team and resources and money and all these kinds of things, things are different. But if you can't, things get much more difficult. Especially since we're then like not like able to do full-time development on this, because yes, it's not an early access game where people pay us $20 a piece to play it. That makes it much more difficult, right?
Wahoo! This looks fantastic. What's next?
And the other Citizen 3 is almost finished too, so we're going to get a bunch more kids soon, it seems. Okay.
Nice. Then we can make more guards.
We can make more guards.
Always.
See our plantation worker, what he's up to. Seems to be missing. Thomas.
Right away.
Did you set him on cactus? Some add-ons?
Oh yeah.
So you set him on cactus and you didn't give him cactus.
Wait, I do need to give him cactus? Can't he request it?
Yeah, but there's no cactus in the warehouse.
Well, why not?
Because we used all of it.
I remember there being some.
You can use the recruitment tab in the town hall to get more citizens, actually. That's probably if you only got girls in your colony, then you should probably use the recruitment tab and pay a little bit to get 1-2 citizens, and then that should solve it. So I got a bunch of cactus. I'm going to bring that to our worker. So nice. The next thing was just developed. Our glass blower is ready.
Nice.
No, it's because the lumberjack is coded to follow a specific pattern of a tree, so that includes leaves, and bamboos don't have leaves. Besides that, it's fairly different because it also has a bunch of other things, like it drops the entire thing on one hit. So that code for bamboo is much more similar to cactus and sugarcane than it actually is to trees. So Captain Salt is, it's seemingly one of these people who, like, there are girls that play video games. I can tell you, around 15% of the people who visit our website are even women. Which is, I think, for Minecraft, a relatively decent quantity. Think of our YouTube channel, it was like 70% only, which was relatively sad. Ow, what's happening? No. Good that those blowing up is not actually a thing. But it still kind of scares the crap out of me when I hear that in the background. Yeah, colony protection definitely saves us. But as a trade-off, you get pirates, so I'm not sure. Yeah, but I think that's an issue of some add-ons coding. It's when you kinda like have 4 citizens, and then the 4th dies. The 4th is going to be a woman again. And then again one dies, and the next one, because it's the 4th again, it's going to be a woman again.
Yeah.
Yay! Citizen at level 3 finished. Maybe we should make that if women smaller than men, then make the next one a woman.
I don't think we have to.
No?
When in the future you can recruit citizens on the tavern, it should become a lot easier.
But shouldn't that cost as well?
Yeah, but I'm not going to make it increasingly expensive, so that you, after buying 5 or so, can't afford it anymore.
Ah, okay. That sounds okay then. Since you don't get few with automatically great stats,
Yeah.
that's going to be a little less overpowered than to...
Yeah, I make them vary a bit in stats, and the costs vary with that long.
It's not random at the... I think in the first 4 citizens it's not random, and then the
Yeah.
other ones it's random, right?
Yeah.
Like the first 4 citizens is citizen 1 is one gender, citizen 2 the other, citizen 3 the first, citizen 4 the other one again. And the other ones are then random.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, if you kill 2 of them, you get a man.
Yeah,
A man
if you
and a
only
woman.
kill one, you don't.
If you only kill 1, you don't. So... But you always have to see it like this. If in your civilization early on all of a specific gender die, maybe Darwin is trying to tell you something. Maybe Darwin is telling you that might be a bad place to start a civilization.
Maybe.
It's been a while since a kid grew up. I'm getting impatient. I want another herder again.
A new herder? For what?
No, I want to get the cowboy
You
hired
don't
again.
have one?
No, we don't have someone
Oh.
assigned to the cowboy.
We
So
don't have any kids.
we don't have any kids.
Oh. Or our school doesn't have them employed.
No, that
But
is
it's
then
only
we. Yeah, I don't think we
so.
don't have any kids at the moment.
Yeah, where did they all go? Hey,
Are we full?
we,
Or do we have
we only
kids and
make
they're
parts of them mainly.
stuck or something like that? So.
Maybe the backup recently.
No, after the
Mixed up
backup
some
we had
stuff.
a bunch of kids still. That one I remember.
Let me recall on our town now.
Okay, more armor. Definitely important. So. So. I guess I have a nice full list for the weekend already again. Who said earlier they're waiting for weekend? I'm not, because weekend is the same thing for me. Just that the supermarket is fuller and things need longer.
Yeah.
And the park is in front of my house is full.
Tell me about it. People going to parks.
Yes. Who do they think they are? Going
Yeah.
to parks.
Can't they go somewhere else?
Why don't they go like just hang out on the street or something like that? Counter 37? 38 of what? So let me check out the list of citizens in the town hall. Oh, my amount of sows. Are you literally counting my sows? I'm going to start making this a drinking game. Okay. So, I'm going to check out. You gotta be so drunk. Better make it only beer and a sip of it each time. In the plantation? Where? Is there a sign? Oh, those signs are still kinda not filled. Okay, now I'm going to check out the warehouse. Either way, let's see. Those are blocking
Not
each
gonna
other,
fire
it
me over
seems.
that one, are you?
What are you? This is a
I can't help, I
crafter.
guess.
Okay. Let me check out the list of citizens we have. Fletcher, deliveryman, knight. Doesn't look like we have any kids. No. And the stats? We have 50. Ah. We have the config is on 50. I'm pretty sure the config file of the server is on 50. Let me check that out quickly. That's why we're not haven't been getting any kids anymore. Because the Minecolonies config is probably capping that at 50.
Hey.
Let's see. Yeah, max colony size is
50. So we are missing out on a bunch of kids.
on a bunch.
And to
max
make a
citizens
raid,
per
when we
colony.
get new kids.
100. Okay. That's kind of bad because I have to download it just to re-upload it.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
It's a bit annoying.
I think
Okay.
we can probably up the default value as well.
Yeah, probably
50
too.
is a bit low for you can't really fill a colony with it.
Okay, now I uploaded a bunch of random Java files.
Okay, try not
I
again.
selected an entire folder of stuff and uploaded that to the config. I hope I'm going to be fine. Ay, that was fun. So we got all
Oh, we
the
got a new child.
Viking texture files now in the config. So I guess the config upload worked because we got the child.
Yeah, it's up to 58 now.
Yes, nice. Oh yeah. And we got all the Viking textures and Java files in the config directory. So I hope that is not going to cause any problems.
Did you ever make a mod pack?
No? Why?
Oh, just asking.
Does this kind of thing cause problems?
Not sure, but who knows what may end up in your config files then.
So, I'm going to destroy those signs here. And since they're there, they're going to be detected and not refilled. Okay, amazing. But we're going to get children again. Oh, the one's over the gate. Good idea. Remove those two. I'm going to... Did I trigger an upgrade already? Yes, I did. So... That was not a so, it was a long one with 3 O's. That can't be counted. Back to bed now. That counts twice, Nana. You can't do that with me. Okay. Getting to bed. This could become a major drinking game. Yeah, every time in a different bed. Because it's kind of summer, so this one here is a bit sweaty. So we're having that one better lets the door open, so that it can air out a little bit. Okay. A reminder. Alice is going. In German it's also... it's more like also. Or also. In Portuguese it would be fairly different though. Maybe we can start saying it in Portuguese so that you guys don't notice. I'm native German and yeah, I'm German actually. And
I got better.
I do speak Portuguese as well. Okay. The citizens tucked in bed was fixed, but the problem of our citizens is actually that we do not have beds for all citizens because the sandstone style is missing them. I can say it in Spanish sometimes as well. Entonces, we're going to check what our guards are up to. Do we have a guard assigned to this tower here? Most likely not. Oh, we have! Nice! I'm going to upgrade this one here too. It's not the same one. I do not remember it in French though. Funnily, like, most of our development team is either based in Germany or is German, actually. Yeah, and I actually will go back to Brazil at the end of this year, most likely. And stay there until the end of my PhD. So maybe the stream time is going to change a little bit until the end of the year. In the end of the year. For now, the stream time is going to stay like that. Yeah, I'm actually South German. I'm one of those that are like so tight-fisted that we eat a soup as a Christmas meal. Yeah, I got this little German accent. Delivery my level 2 we got, so we can upgrade that one again already. Nice, we're getting a bunch of children now. So our citizens are really on fire at the moment. It must be Valentine's Day. So. Okay. We got those assigned. And we still didn't get a raid yet. Kinda glad about that. With over an hour playing and didn't get a raid yet.
I'm sure we get one tonight.
That's just probably the moment I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to go to bed, and there's like raiders arrived at your colony.
Pirates.
Oh no, anything but pirates would be fine. I wanted to see the boat is pasting actually on a server. I didn't test it yet on the server, so that would be just a funny first time. Oh, I think the soul is back now. I think this weird, yeah, actually it's this weather event is actually the raiders.
Yes, I think possible.
Okay, did I get the mending book? I did. No? Ah, I need this in the offhand. There you go. Mending! And the other fishing rod I can throw away now too. Just rally once? Okay, I can do that. Just let me throw waste in the sea like a good average human being. Because raids are random, so if you have like 30 days, it can need a bit longer. Let's try this. You have readied your army. 18 guards are answering your call. It's like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's nice. That was like 15 seconds for all of them to arrive.
Can I turn on guard attacking?
No.
Oh, why not?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that was fast enough. That was fairly fine in terms of speed. And they were like down there in the barracks. Under the barracks, actually. But they're actually quite well equipped, most of them, they seem. Actually, looking at it now, it's the new texture that makes them look well equipped. They're actually badly equipped, very badly equipped.
I can help you with that.
So now I'm going to reset it. I'm going to see how they're all going to run back again. Rate counters if they reset when you restart. Do they reset when you... Are they stored? Some add-ons? Do you know that?
What is stored?
Like the rate counters. If you restart the server, if they're reset to 0.
We aren't keeping any counters. Or do you mean how many are left, or?
Now it's like the thing... like the number of nights since the last raid.
So should be stored.
How's the work
see.
going?
But since like I think the other thing is a random variable, so there's I think no minimum amount of nights since until the next raid.
There is.
There is? Okay.
Yeah.
There's a new config option, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a config option for it.
Yeah, there's a config option for it, but if you do not have it activated, it can need fairly long. And that should be in the newest version. The rallying banner is not yet in the newest version. That is on my special version here. And as far as I know, it's not finished coding-wise yet either. Okay. Let's see how our builders are doing again. Jenny
If you say so. Yes, sir.
needs cauldrons. Do we have iron with this? Nope. I'm out of iron. Let me check if we have in the warehouse any iron. Can you? Hi, kid. Iron or either of them. I kind of enjoy the medieval kids' clothing. They look quite neat. Oh, I did find a bug today that when kids grow up, their texture stays the same. And that was actually quite the funny little bug, because that was because we do not, because of What did I just do? Iron, my god. What can I do with those iron plates I just created by accident?
Nothing.
Iron blade. Okay. This here. Is there anything I can do out of iron blade? No, it's just... Yay.
You just wasted all our iron on deco blocks?
No, 8 of it, fortunately. Only 8 of it.
Do we have any more than 8?
I requested and the warehouse says yes.
Nice. I need some. I need more 8.
Okay, go to bed again. I don't think that I can melt it down. I don't have any mod to do that.
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't show in.
Yeah, I just remembered as well. Thanks, Ingerton. I just remembered as well that it's 7. Then I already made the request for 8 already again. Yeah, we were talking about this these days as well. To add some feature to the game that allows you to kind of get back more of the materials from certain things.
Yes?
Here you go.
I build faster than any man.
Oh, I know that. You told me many times already. Ow. I always do that as well, closing the doors before leaving the hut. A great one. Okay. Let's check out quickly if Barnaby is doing fine or if he needs anything. Yeah, but I think she has one cauldron somewhere, because she was only requesting one earlier. That also need cauldron, both of them. What are you building on? Also citizen at level 5. Flint and rotten. Yeah, flint is... I think we do not have anything with flint at the moment in Minecolonies that makes use of that. That's true.
Except for research costs.
Oh, we have some research cost for flint, actually, true. Now it is getting late again. I'm getting tired, been coding all day long since 8 in the morning. Let's wrap up this episode. We got a little bit of progress, but we're mostly just running around aimlessly in the episode. We did get our rallying banner back and to test it, so that's fairly nice. I did notice that some other little bugs were fixed, like the one with the warehouse. The healer also seemed to work better, and believe the enchanter also were doing a better job now. Next episode I probably will want to fix a little bit around this area of the town. Until then, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. And I got a new bug to check out for the miner, that's true. And I'm going to see you guys then, guys and girls, tomorrow with a new video. If you enjoy our channel, do not forget to follow and or subscribe. We also do have a Patreon if you're interested in supporting our project, which gives you access to our exclusive Patreon servers, which also includes the Patreon server I'm going to be playing on in around 1 or 2 months from now. Until then, good night, ciao ciao, gute Nacht, boa noite.